And that one is going to be a little bit tricky. Y equals 1/2 x plus 2 and negative x negative x, whew, man, plus 2y equals negative 2. All right. So hopefully you can see right now that the big problem with this one is that they both don't look like y equals mx plus b. This one's going to be pretty easy to graph, but this one's not. So the first thing you have to do when you're solving these is you have to make sure that your equations look like y equals mx plus b so that it's easy to graph. There's only one problem, I believe, in your homework where you have to do this, so make sure that you do. So I'm trying to get y by itself right here, so first thing I'm going to do is add x on both sides. So that's 2y equals 1x minus 2. And then to get rid of the times by 2, I'm going to divide by 2 everywhere. So that's y equals 1/2 x. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that's just minus 1. All right, so now this equation and this equation are what I'm going to graph and see where they cross. So all right, I've got an x and a y axis to start out. All right, so let's see. The top equation has a y-intercept of 2, and then it goes up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, like that. Draw that one in. Okay, and then the second equation has a y-intercept of negative 1, and then it goes up 2, or up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and backwards the other way, like that. All right, so hopefully at this point you've guessed that these lines aren't going to cross, and the reason why is because they are parallel. Actually, you could have probably been for certain that these are parallel lines without graphing it. You could have looked up here and said, okay, so both of the slopes are 1/2, and since both of the slopes are 1/2, that means that they have the same slope, which means that they're parallel lines. So if in your homework you end up with one that is parallel lines, first of all, you have to write no solution. But I'll even let you not graph it. So if you realize while you're just looking at the equations that they have the same slope, then instead of graphing it, if you want to, you can just write same slope, parallel lines, no solution, and not have to actually graph them, because if you're smart enough to realize it before you graph it, awesome. And you deserve to not have to do that problem then. All right, so your homework is page 395, numbers 11 through 14. That is 4 total graphs where you have to see where lines cross. Should not be too bad. Should actually go pretty fast for you, I think. But make sure you use graph paper because you're going to regret it if you don't. All right, guys, just a few weeks left. We can do this. I miss you. Bye.